My girlfriend prepared an engagement ring. But she wasn't proposing to me. You're just a little secretary. Don't think you can reach the top that easily. My first love, who got proposed to, mocked me for not knowing my place. My girlfriend's mom looked at me like I was nothing. Marriage should be between equals. You're not good enough. Yeah, my girlfriend's family fortune of a few $100 million doesn't really match up to my family's several billion. I turned around and made a call. Dad, that acquisition of that little company we talked about, hand it over to me. I found the ring a month ago, but I pretended not to notice. I buried the surprise in my heart, waiting for the day Tina would propose. At that moment, Tina was holding up the ring with sincerity. There was a cheer from the crowd. Tina said, "I want to marry you, Eric. Eric. My name is Ben. Everyone knows I'm Tina's secretary." In the past 3 years, when Tina's company was on the brink of crisis, I stayed by her side, working tirelessly, helping her close one deal after another, pulling the company back from the edge of bankruptcy, until half a year ago when it went public in Hong Kong. Tina told me, "Ben, bear with it. Once the company goes public, I'll announce to the world that you, Ben, are my fiancé. I'll give you a grand wedding." Back then, I was overwhelmed with happiness. Thinking back, was it just empty promises? I laughed. I laughed at my foolishness. For as many years as I loved Tina, I was used by her equally. Tina slipped the ring onto Eric's ring finger. They hugged. Through the crowd, Eric looked at me. The glee in his eyes deepened. That was the smile of a victor. Tina let go of Eric, turned slowly to look at me. The smile on her lips faded. Her expression was serious. This was the woman I loved for 3 years. Even now, she didn't have the courage to speak to me directly. But Eric did. He approached with a wine glass in hand, gesturing to me. "Ben, nice to meet you. I'm Eric." I didn't say a word. Eric smiled gently. "I heard from Tina about your relationship. She's very thankful for all the help you've given her over the years. So, how much money do you want?" That made me laugh. Money. Can she afford it? Eric grabbed a glass of wine from a nearby table and handed it to me. "Have a drink. Consider it a blessing for us. Ignorance is bliss." Eric's ignorance amused me. Perhaps he saw my disdain. Eric's victorious expression wavered for the first time. People, when guilty, can easily become ugly. Eric stepped closer, leaned in, whispered in a voice only we could hear, "Ben, I know your feelings for Tina, but you're just a secretary. Don't think of reaching for the stars." Tina's parents joined us. Tina's mom opened with a haughty tone. "Ben, you see now, someone worthy of Tina has returned. Even if Eric hadn't come back, I would never allow someone like you to marry into our family. You have to understand, class is an insurmountable gap." Pondered. Reach for the stars. Gap. Their families mere hundreds of millions? I chuckled softly. "All right, then you better guard that high branch and gap of yours. After all, I'm capable of keeping you up there, and I'm capable of bringing you down too." I saw Tina again at the company meeting the next morning. She was clearly avoiding me, not daring to meet my eyes. Everyone was in place, and the meeting started. I, who usually took the meeting notes, didn't move today. I clapped my hands lightly to get everyone's attention. "Folks, I have an announcement. I'm resigning from my position as executive secretary. Here's my resignation letter." I placed my resignation on the table amidst shocked gazes. "In these 3 years, thank you all for your support. We'll meet again someday." With that, I stepped out without another glance at Tina. I heard someone say, "President, Secretary Ben has greatly contributed to the company these past 3 years. Without Ben, the company wouldn't have gone public so quickly. What's going on?" Tina chased after me, slightly breathless. "Ben, if you're quitting because of me, I'll pay you more. Whatever you want, I'll give you." She was flustered. I smirked. "Why don't you just give me the company?" Tina closed her eyes briefly. "I know you hate me, but Ben, business is business and personal is personal. You've been with the company for years. Haven't I treated you well? But I'm someone who enjoys mixing personal with business." Tina paused. Slowly shedding her calm exterior, her cold and ruthless look surfaced. Ben, do you really want to go against me? Is that a threat? I just believe our relationship shouldn't end in such an irreversibly negative way. I owe you an explanation and kindness. I'll repay you. But Ben, we shouldn't be enemies. It won't end well for you. I patiently listened, then spoke with a smile. You do owe me, but I don't need you to pay up. I'll get it back myself. We'll meet again, Tina. Waving her off, I packed my things and left the company. I tossed them into a trash bin. I called my dad. That acquisition of Tina's group, I'm interested. Leave it to me. I went straight to the company. My dad was waiting in the office. I know everything. We've warned you countless times about those people not being a match for our family. Now you know. Son, I hope you won't go soft again. I won't. Of course, the reason I wouldn't go soft wasn't because Tina proposed to another man. It wasn't because I realized Tina never loved me. It was because I realized she wasn't worthy of me. But my dad didn't seem to believe me. Our company plans to partner with Linda's group. If you really want me to believe you, marry Linda. So it's a business marriage. I agreed to it. It will be a huge profit potential and I wouldn't miss it. After all, now I only wanted benefits. As for Linda, she's a business person. She naturally understood the stakes. So we agreed immediately. After signing a prenuptial agreement, we registered our marriage. Leaving the registry office with the marriage certificate in hand, I asked Linda, "Are you going back to the office? I want to talk about our project. We should get started ASAP." Linda's got an almost perfect face, but her personality isn't great. She's cold, always feels like she's keeping people at a distance. From getting engaged to now being married, I've never seen her smile. Then, Linda spoke up slowly, her voice cool and emotionless. "I'm on a business trip. Okay, let's talk when you're back." I opened my car door, got in, and as I buckled up, Linda's driver had already taken off. I took my marriage certificate back to the office and went straight to the chairman's office. I slapped the certificate on his desk. "Got the papers. You can be at ease now." My dad nodded. "HM. How are you handling things with Tina?" Before I could reply, he added, "It's not time to announce your marriage to Linda, but if you want to hit Tina hard, there are ways." I laughed. My dad knows me too well. I am planning to shake Tina a bit, already got a plan. I've built quite a network while working with Tina these past 3 years. I'm going to slowly reclaim those connections. Right now, I'm thinking of starting my own company to compete with Tina. No rush to acquire anything yet. My dad nodded. "I trust you. I can still hold things down at the company here. You can play for a few more years." "Thanks, Dad. No acquisitions right now, just starting a company to compete with Tina, grabbing some market share. Yep, just playing around." I put out the word about starting my own company, and soon enough, Tina's side got wind of it. Honestly, I don't care much about the downgraded circles. It's just a game. But Tina's friends think I'm overestimating myself. When Leo found out I'd gotten married, he was eager to interview me. So he asked me to go to a bar for a drink. "You and Linda just got married like that? That's crazy. I can't handle this." Leo is the spoiled youngest in his family. Never has to run the business, just spends money left and right. He always said he would marry the love of his life and have a grand, dreamy forest wedding, live-streamed worldwide. Actually, Linda and I are a perfect match. There's no one else who fits us better. Handsome couple, equal skills, mutual benefits. Who says we're not a good match? That's when Tina's friend showed up, with a girl in his arms, not the same one I'd seen a couple of days ago. He saw me, let go of the girl, and sat next to me. "Isn't this our great secretary, Ben? Impressive, you quit your job. A real stand-up guy." I raised my glass to him. "Thanks for the compliment." He paused, then laughed. "Ben, did you think I was complimenting you?" "Nope. I heard you're starting a company." "Ha, trying to take Tina on? Have you drunk too much? Alcohol poisoning, maybe? Or what? I've never seen anyone as overconfident as you. I hear Tina and Eric are back together, even engaged. You're sad. You're upset. TSK. Guess you're a pitiful little thing now. How about this? You treat me well, and I'll help you plead with Tina. Maybe she'll give you a way out. What do you say?" I picked up a champagne bottle and shook it. You're as wild as ever, just a bit foul-mouthed. Here, let me do you a favor and clean that up for free today. With a pop, the champagne cork flew out, spraying a stream of it right at Leo. He was caught off guard, soaked all over. I dropped the bottle and put my foot on Leo's chest, the heel of my shoe pressing down just a bit. So, how do you like it? Want another bottle? Ben's got money. You can have as much as you want. Leo wiped his face, gave me a hateful glare. Ben, don't get cocky. With Tina backing you, you didn't know your limits, fine. But now you don't have that protection. The money you made with Tina isn't enough to show off in front of me. Just wait, I'll show you what class and capital are about. Don't say I bullied you then. I lifted my foot. Sure, I'm all eyes and ears, waiting for you to show me what capital means. Leo got up and left, still looking like he owns the world. Ridiculous. My dad always taught me to be low-key. With our family's billion-dollar assets, I've never bragged about it. Why do these few billion capitalists like to show off so much? Leo is one, Tina two. I shook my head with a smile, then turned to the young guy who'd come in with Leo. Stay away from him, too dirty. The girl walked over, looking at me with admiration. You were amazing just now, tall and handsome. Can I add you on Instagram? Leo laughed and wrapped his arm around me. No way, he's mine. The young guy smiled sweetly. All right, Ben. I'll listen to you and stay away from him. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, I waved. Doing a good deed starts with me. Leo probably went complaining to Tina because soon I got a call from her. Don't take Leo's words to heart. I've talked to him. He won't do anything to you. But Ben, starting a company isn't wise. Oh, not wise? So what? I'm just doing this for fun. Thanks for your advice, boss. Wise or not, I decide for myself. Tina was silent for a moment. Ben, I'll say this one last time, I don't want us to be enemies, but I won't hold back. I'm looking forward to it. I hung up, fully aware that Tina wasn't bluffing. She'd back up her harsh words with action. She's ruthless, so I won't hesitate to be even more so. Busy with new company stuff, I kind of forgot about getting married until half a month later when Linda called to ask where I was. I'm home. Haven't been out much, really been too busy. Mike's been complaining about it. Linda's steady, calm voice came through. I'm home too and don't see you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm home right now. Don't try to fish for information. Rest assured, I've got this under control. Are you here for something else? Linda? Which home are you at? Linda? Of course, my home. Wait a sec. Right. Linda and I have a new place. It's her villa. It was finished a long time ago, but nobody's really lived in it. She even gave me the keys. But as soon as we registered, she left for a business trip. So, I've been staying at home. My own home. Suddenly having another home is a bit weird for me. It's late today. I'll head over tomorrow. All right. Linda agreed without hesitation. The next day, after breakfast, I got busy with work. The early stages of a company are hectic, especially when you want to do everything yourself. I was so busy I felt like I was spinning in circles. Kept at it till after 6. Dragged my tired body home. Collapsed onto the couch. My mom came downstairs. She spun around to show off her new dress design. Ben, do you like it? Yeah, it's great. I stood up. Mom, it's really nice. She beamed. You have one too. It's in your closet. Go try it on. So, I went straight upstairs to my closet. Got to admit, it looked pretty good on me. Made me fall in love with myself a bit. Just then, my phone rang. It was Linda. Oops. I remembered something and quickly grabbed my keys to leave. Mom, I gotta go. She caught up with me. Where are you going? Home. This isn't your home? I turned back. Mom, I'm married now. Oh, she said. Linda's back then. I nodded. Guess I inherited my mom's scatterbrain. When I got to the new home, a servant said Linda was in the study. I hesitated at the door before knocking and walking in. Linda looked up from her documents. For some reason, she seemed to light up a bit. Or maybe I imagined it. I opened my mouth, feeling a bit dry, and said, I've been really busy lately. Sometimes I come back late. You don't have to wait up for me. Okay, she said, looking down. I was about to leave when Linda added, I was just asking if you're coming back for dinner. Oh, okay. I nodded, paused for a second, then added, all right then. I'll let you get back to it. Okay. I rushed out before I froze to death. Standing in the hallway, I felt lost. Where's my room? Would asking someone be too embarrassing? Then I heard a quiet noise behind me. I turned to see Linda coming out of the study. Kinda surprising. She's a workaholic by nature. Linda seemed a bit surprised too. Need something? I fumbled a bit, then decided to just ask. Where do I stay? Linda's silence made me feel like I messed up. Alright, I admit I've been crashing at my parents' recently. Linda went over and pointed to a room. Here. I quickly followed her over. Linda added, there's a closet next door. Thanks. Yep. This felt less like a marriage and more like living with a stranger. But that's okay, just think of it as a team up. But this partner, despite being icy cold, seemed mindful. After dinner, I went to soak in the tub. Came out to see Linda in the living room, laptop on her lap. Guess she's staying over too. Weirdly domestic. I glanced at my robe, tucking it snugly, and walked over. I'm done with the bath. You can go now. All right. Sounded more like go die to me. I repeated, take a bath. Linda paused, glanced at me, then her computer, and nodded. She closed her laptop and headed to the bathroom. Did she misunderstand? I just wanted to sound nicer, that's all. I wasn't in a hurry or anything. I shut my eyes in frustration. Linda came out a bit later in pajamas. I was lying on one side of the bed, chatting with Leo. Leo asked, think you guys will spark some romance tonight? How would I know? I ignored Leo, locked my phone, and set it aside. Awkwardly pulled a smile towards Linda. My first time realizing my smile could be so stiff. Linda got in bed. Her presence ramped up my anxiety to heart-pounding speeds. Should be fine though. Linda's so cool and reserved. No way anything would happen. That thought oddly comforted me. Suddenly, Linda's soft voice reached my ears. Turn off the light? Huh? I hesitated. No, I'm not sleepy. All right, she replied. Why is she moving over? Oh, that wasn't what I meant. Next morning, I woke up in Linda's arms. The thought of her waking up to lock eyes made me curl my toes in embarrassment. I needed to leave. Carefully, I lifted Linda's arm from my waist. I swear I was gentle. Yet Linda still woke up. The inevitable happened. We locked eyes. I felt a shiver of awkwardness run down my spine. Opened my mouth. I must have looked brain dead. After a pause, I found my words. Morning. Her response was an awkward pause. My inner critic shrieked at me, tearing me apart. What was I thinking with morning? Linda seemed just as baffled. After a moment, she added, morning. We reluctantly let go of each other. I hopped out of bed and darted to the bathroom. Wasn't even brushing my teeth yet when Linda came in. We awkwardly stood there for a beat. First time married, got no practice at this. I figured as the guest I should show some manners. You go first. She pointed at the sink. I'm showering. Sure. I nodded. Linda turned away to grab a towel. Mentally, I screamed for my mom. The bathroom door was glass. Dang it. Marriage sucks. Linda went in, peeled off clothes, and started showering. No hint of embarrassment. Totally Linda. After the awkward men's room shuffle was over, I dressed and went downstairs. At the turn, I noticed someone on the couch, waving at me. Hey, Linda. Paused, then hurried downstairs. Shook hands. I'm Mike, he informed me. Linda and I grew up together, even studied abroad together. Inseparable, right? We even shared a wardrobe. He joked. Mike cracked me up. He finally descended to my side. Coljen asked Mike, why are you here? Mike gave a cheeky grin, just checking when you guys are getting up. Isn't it a bit early? You two didn't tire yourself out last night, did you? Get lost, Linda kicked Mike, looking annoyed. Mike quickly dropped the jokey attitude. Sorry, I just have a big mouth, but I've got a good heart. I chuckled and said, it's fine, just joking around. But Linda wasn't having it. Some jokes aren't funny. You need to know your limits. Mike nodded. I felt a bit touched, thinking that Eric never stood up for me like that in front of her friends. Once you see things clearly, everything from before can be dismissed. I was just blind to it all back then. I let out a soft laugh, realizing I was a bit lost in thought, quickly hiding the smirk. She's the chairwoman of the company. Linda introduced. If you need anything, just go to her. I knew about the company already. It overlapped with Linda's business by more than 90%. They're the industry leader. Was Linda trying to expand my network? Yeah. Ben, I heard you started your own business. If you need anything, just let me know. Don't let my carefree attitude fool you. I'm pretty competent, Mike said, tapping his chest. That's awesome, I won't hold back then. Looking forward to working together, I replied. Yeah, let's help each other out, Mike laughed loudly. Linda kicked him again, harder this time. Around 10, I got a call from Jean, a director at Tina's company, wanting to meet. I had a feeling about what Jean wanted to say. As expected, Jean got straight to the point. Ben, I've talked to the board, and they all want you back. Your contributions over the past 3 years haven't gone unnoticed. Let me be honest, the company needs you. We'd love for you to return. You name your conditions. Jean really cared about the company, which Tina refuses to see. She still thinks she's all that, even as I sense her suppressing me. It's kind of a joke now, seeing what I missed before. I smirked. Jean, you give me too much credit. I'm just a secretary. The company doesn't need me more than a fish needs a bicycle. Jean's expression grew serious. I know you've started a business. You're talented, but working solo isn't easy. I get that you're ambitious, but coming back is a win-win. I'm not coming back, I said firmly. Jean paused, nodding. All right, maybe I'm just getting old and can't keep up. Tina put Eric in the company now, giving him important roles. It's a huge mistake. And now you won't come back either, he sighed. Wait, what? I felt anger slowly rise. Tina brought Eric in? A family business now? How bold. They're both on my checklist now. My dad just handed me a 32-story building. That's over the top. Dad, I just started the company. I only need a small place, I said. Small? Well, buy one then. Dad thought for a moment. That evening, I called Leo to help me pick a location. After hanging up, Linda's voice caught me. You want a smaller place? Yeah, just starting out, don't need much space, I said. Got any suggestions? No, but I do have a small place. Want to check it out? Linda asked. Sure, I nodded. How does Linda have a small place? The next day, I found out. Compared to the massive buildings from my dad, it was smaller, only 7 stories. Linda led me in. It was all new. Everything I needed was already there. Happy with it? Linda asked. Yeah, this saves me a lot of hassle. You're really selling it? Won't you miss it? It looks like you put a lot of love into this place. Linda glanced around. Yeah, I bought this the year I graduated high school. It was my first company. It holds memories. I was a bit surprised. It's a pretty special place. Are you sure you want to sell it? If I didn't, I wouldn't ask, Linda said quietly. I kind of understood. If it were me, I'd feel the same about such a meaningful place. But why bring me here? Linda, so I'm giving it to you, she interrupted. For free? I asked, surprised. Well, Linda raised an eyebrow, a hint of something in her usually calm demeanor that I couldn't quite read. I laughed. So you do trades without profit, huh? Linda said with a meaningful tone. I'll get my returns. True, it's like setting a trap with long bait lines. On opening day, Tina sent a flower basket too. Did she think she's being generous? I just had her flowers thrown out. To me, that's not generosity. It's bad luck. Linda's basket, on the other hand, looked nice. Mike showed up too. Ben, congrats. Remember, if you need help, just ask. We're all in this together, sharing resources. Don't worry. I won't be shy, I said, giving Mike's shoulder a pat. I've really come to like this kid. After the ribbon cutting, I showed everyone around inside. My parents and Linda didn't come. Linda didn't come because we're not publicly together yet. Marrying someone of her status could bring us quite the advantages, not to mention a bump in stock prices. Can't just go throwing it out there. Gotta make the most out of this info. Use everything to its full potential, right? My dad didn't come because I didn't invite him. I'm chilling with Tina right now, playing games. Once she joins, the game's over though, no fun anymore. Later, I got this dinner thing. Inviting some old pals from my circle. Of course, Leo's on the list. And Mike's here too. I'm chatting with Mike. Then Leo pokes me, nodding towards the door. It's Tina and Eric. I invited Tina, wanting to be a bit magnanimous. I greeted them with a smile. Hey, welcome. Sorry if I'm not being the best host. It's crowded. Tina glanced around. Yeah, it's quite packed. It's your edge. Networking's strong. I just smiled. How come I've never seen these people before? Eric whispered. I chuckled. Of course you haven't. These are her real circle, hardly ever shows. Your little group hasn't met them, has it? Mike sauntered over, standing next to me. Seeing Mike, Tina was visibly startled, eyeing me incredulously. I raised an eyebrow. No need for intros, right? You've met a few times before. Tina's expression tightened briefly, but she composed herself quickly, extending her hand to Mike. Hi, Mike. Mike slowly stretched his hand, almost shaking Tina's, then scratched his head. Who are you again? Have we met? I clearly saw Tina's eye twitch. Mike patted my shoulder. Ben, realizing from my look, pulled back and went off to help with the guests. With a knowing look, Tina stepped forward. When did you and Mike get so chummy? It's almost like an interrogation. Seems like Tina asked what she shouldn't have. That's my personal business. Her jaw clenched, as if trying to pierce through me with her eyes. She seemed desperate. Tina's phone buzzed suddenly. She answered it. Whatever the other person said, it made Tina frown and glare at Eric. Eric froze. Got it, Tina said, hanging up. She pursed her lips before sternly asking Eric, did you sign off on the final proposal for Project A? Eric nodded hesitantly. Yeah, I did. What's up? You didn't notice the glaring mistake in the data? Do you realize the loss you've caused the company? Eric scrambled for words. I checked everything thoroughly. How could there be a mistake? Are you accusing me of sabotaging myself? A few seconds later, Eric started to sniffle. Why are you being so harsh? I didn't do it on purpose. When they returned, Eric's eyes were red. Seeing me, Eric quickly looked down. Tina paused, wanting to speak but holding back. I smiled slightly. If there's anything lacking in my hospitality, let me know. No need to argue, all right? Tina's face turned dark. I need to go, she said, taking Eric with her. Gee, no wonder Jean approached me. If things keep going like this, I won't even need to make a move. Tina's company is destined to collapse eventually. Hey Ben, why'd they take off? Mike asked in a low voice. I gave a little smile. Internal issues. Mike had the smug look. Wow, not long after you leave, they start having problems. Seems like they don't need you to bring them down, they're doing just fine self-destructing. Guess even Mike knows about my history with Tina. I wonder how much Linda's aware of. I dragged Mike out to the balcony. So, you know about me and Tina? Mike replied casually. Yeah. I gulped, pressing for more. How much? Mike said calmly. Oh, I know everything. I haven't announced anything about me and Tina officially. How do you know? Mike squinted suspiciously. Ben, you forget our old face-offs? Even though I didn't really bother with the lose, you got me good once. But how's that connected to you and Tina? Mike paused, looking puzzled. Weren't you and Tina just boss and employee? There's something else? Crap. Did I just slip up? Mike's eyes narrowed. So history, huh? Lovers, now enemies? My silence was a pretty loud confirmation for Mike. Suddenly, he got all animated. Thought it was just business issues between you and her. Didn't realize it was an old flame situation. Stop it. So Linda thinks the same too? Great. If Mike knows, Linda can't be far behind. Those two are glued together. Mike drove me home that night. He insisted. I got the sense he couldn't wait to spill the beans to Linda. I better butter Mike up. Once inside, I immediately got someone to serve him tea. Oh hey, when can you come over for dinner? I'll personally cook. Mike looked surprised. You cook? Ben? Stop calling me by name, just call me Ben. I grinned warmly. From now on, I'll call you bro. Mike glanced behind me nervously. This okay? Why not? You and Linda are tight like siblings. We could be the same. Mike suddenly bolted up like he'd seen a ghost. I wasn't even done talking and he was inching toward the door. Getting late? Ben. I should get going, he said, bolting out swiftly. What the heck? I mumbled something under my breath. As I turned around, I let out a loud scream. When did Linda show up? She didn't make a sound. What are you doing here? Couldn't you say something? You almost scared me to death. But what came out of my mouth was, "Hey there." Right after I said it, I wished I could vanish. Ben, you're such an idiot. Why do you always lose it in front of Linda? Did I scare you? Linda asked casually, looking not the least bit sorry. I definitely didn't want her to feel bad, so I quickly shook my head. Nope. Linda looked at me coldly. Really? Because it seemed like you were saying nonsense. I was thinking fast, but couldn't figure out what nonsense I supposedly said. But I knew she was in a bad mood. I'll head upstairs then, I suggested. You should rest early, don't overwork yourself. Linda's eyes flickered. What did you call me? I paused, not quite grasping how messed up my brain was. Her? Linda nodded and repeated the word. I think you've been really scared silly, she said, then turned and headed upstairs, leaving me with only her cold shoulders. What's her problem? She's in a mood, and I get the brunt of it? Seriously, I grumbled to myself as I went upstairs. Linda wasn't in the room. Perfect, I'm rebelling tonight, not cooperating with her. In the middle of the night, I drifted off to sleep, clutching my face that was puffed up from our argument. In the morning, all my bottled-up grievances surfaced. Linda, you take your anger out on me after someone else ticks you off, I complained. It took a while before she finally replied, I haven't been ticked off by anyone outside. I was puzzled, turning to look at her. Linda, who outside would dare tick you off? My first guess was Mike. His sharp tongue's likely to annoy anyone in a matter of minutes. Darn, he certainly got me in trouble. I had to get something out of him to make up for my wounded pride. But Mike wouldn't admit it. No way. Tina wouldn't dare get mad at me, he boasted. You think you should say that in front of me? I retorted. Speak of the devil, I said as Linda called me. Mike chuckled, showing me his phone as he answered the call right in front of me. Yeah, now? All right, I'll be right over, he said before hanging up. Linda needs me urgently. Catch you later. Watching him leave offered me a moment of contemplation. Had I somehow disrupted the bond between him and Linda? I returned to work with this thought, but soon lost it in the bustle. There were interviews to conduct, and it was a busy day. 6. Linda called. You free tonight? She asked. I only had some minor tasks left, so I said, yeah, I've got time. She just replied, okay, I'll come get you. Fine. I hung up but wondered why Linda was picking me up. About 20 minutes later, her call came again. She was downstairs. I grabbed my stuff and went down. Just as I settled in the car, Linda handed me a bouquet of red roses. My mind went blank, looking at Linda in disbelief. Are you trying to court me? I blurted. The driver said nothing, and the car was eerily quiet. In this strange atmosphere, a red flush bloomed across Linda's lovely face. Seeing Linda blush was like discovering a new continent. I couldn't take my eyes off her. Was I the first to ever make Linda shy? I suspected she'd kill me for this. Linda cleared her throat to cover her embarrassment and stared into my eyes. Yes, she nodded seriously. Thunderstruck, my brain went blank. Still, looking at Linda, she seemed so adorable. Only I got to see this cute side of hers, and I couldn't help but chuckle. Linda frowned a bit. What's funny? Isn't this how courting works? Mike said. So she went to Mike for advice today. Makes sense, Linda wouldn't know how to woo someone. No, I assure you, sensing her self-doubt, I quickly clarified. I'm not laughing at the idea. I accepted the flowers. This is indeed the right process. So where are we headed next? Linda, ever serious and always stoic, responded, dinner. Then a movie. A dinner and movie date with someone as serious as Linda? Just imagining it made me burst into laughter. Not because it was laughable, but because it was just too endearing. I nodded, okay. As the driver started the engine, Linda went silent. I turned toward her. She noticed and met my gaze, questioning with her eyes if I wanted to say something. cleared my throat. Linda, can I ask you a very personal question? Linda glanced at the driver. What? Where's her mind going with that look? Have you ever dated anyone? No. Is it because you've never met someone you liked? Linda paused. Also, I've been too busy. Makes sense. You're always hustling. So when we got married, did you really see it as just another business deal? With our family statuses and power, our marriage was like a 1 + 1 = 4 scenario. When my dad suggested marrying Linda, I agreed right away, focused solely on business. I thought Linda felt the same way back then. She confirmed at first, yes. I leaned in closer. And now? Linda froze, blushing as this warmth spread even to her ears. Wow. Linda is really cute. Huh? I kinda wanna pet her. Linda shot another glance at the driver. She sounded a bit awkward. I gave you flowers. Oh. So you like me? Huh? I still have tons of questions. But the driver's here. Linda might be shy to answer. I'll wait till we're home to ask. Linda chose her own restaurant for dinner. The super private. She also booked the back corner seats for the movie. I think even if she likes me, she's got lots on her mind. Like waiting for the perfect time to go public with us. Maximize the benefits of this alliance. Suddenly, I felt a bit down. But Ben, what the heck are you even expecting? When you start expecting, that's when you lose. I've lost once before. I'm not letting it happen again. I'll keep my marriage on track. Especially now, Linda likes me. But no way am I putting everything into it like before. I put my heart into work. The company is doing alright, not like Tina Group, but it's getting there. During the pandemic, I've become pretty content. I also have strong connections, snatching big projects from Tina. Finally, Tina couldn't take it anymore. At a business dinner, she pulled me aside, practically demanding, Ben, you're getting back at me, aren't you? I just laughed. Wasn't it obvious? Tina didn't expect me to admit it so quickly. She paused, then suddenly started laughing, looking all smug. You hate me, Ben. You must hate me. I tilted my head, smiling at her. Tina stepped closer, whispering in my ear. You know why you hate me? Because you still love me, Ben. There's no hate without love. She was ruthless. If she was right, her words would cut into me like a knife. Tina, you're tough. But I'm tougher. She was way off base, though. I met Tina's smug gaze head on. You know what I feel when I see you? Tina? Like a fly. Do you like flies? I smirked. I don't hate you. I just find you annoying and regret ever liking you. Tina's face dropped, and she wasn't giving up. She leaned in to kiss me. I turned away, letting her kiss the air. Then came a breaking voice. Tina, what are you doing? We both turned to see Eric not far off. He was in a silver-white suit, looking sharp and poised. The type that women want to protect with their lives. Tina let go of me, glanced at me one last time, and walked over to him, saying quietly, It's nothing. Let's go. Eric had this way about him, no fuss, just followed her lead. They headed to the ballroom door, with Eric casting me a sidelong look. I felt a surge of nausea, disgusted by Tina. I got a call from Eric later. Didn't surprise me at all. In the cafe, we sat facing each other. Eric had that cool, untouchable vibe going for him. Ben, Tina and I are getting hitched. I raised an eyebrow. Congrats, man. Eric chuckled lightly. You don't have to pretend. I know you're jealous. You still like Tina, but she's marrying me. His smile faded as he glanced out the window. Maybe you think Tina doesn't love me that much, but she's still choosing to marry me. That's people for you, always driven by gain. He turned back to me with a bit of triumph. Because of me, her family gets help. Blame your humble beginnings, Ben. Without a strong family backing, she won't choose you. I'm here just to say what happened last night. Let's not do it again. Ben, you're no match for me. Sure, you're quite handsome, but your background will always keep you from being my rival. I don't want to hurt you, so don't push me. We might be in law-abiding times, but my family can still make life unbearable for anyone. Watch yourself. With that, Eric left. As I replayed his words in my mind, it got funnier each time. I had a good laugh, took a deep breath, and left. Just as I got in the car, Tina called. She said she needed to talk. I was getting fed up. They'd wasted my entire day. My time's precious, you know? But something tells me Tina and I won't be completely cut off for life. I need to see how things pan out for her personally. So I agreed to meet. She wanted to meet halfway up the hill, surrounded by lush trees typical for this season, with the wide road behind where cars occasionally whizzed by. Tina stared ahead and slowly spoke. Eric and I are getting married. Yeah, your future hubby already told me. Tina turned to me. But you know what, Ben? I just realized I love you. What the heck? I looked at her like she was nuts. Honestly, in Tina's eyes, I'd probably looked surprised and smitten. She actually said, if you're okay with it, we can still be together. But I can't give you marriage. She gave this soft smile, kind of gentle, saying we could even have kids together. Don't worry. I'd treat your kid with Eric just like ours. I'd even treat ours better. I can give him everything, just not the title. Tina looked at me like she was throwing me a bone. So there you have it, my truth. Anything you want to say? Ben, you're smart. Crossing the class divide is tough, but with me, you'd be in high society. I'm not the old me, you know that. I can give you everything except marriage. She got more excited and grabbed my shoulders. Isn't that enough? I smirked, motioned her to come closer. She smiled, leaned in for a kiss. Smack. I slapped her hard across the face. It was loud. Tina was stunned, then furious. Ben, really? You want to marry me? That's never gonna happen. But like I said, you can have everything Eric has and more. I know I owe you and I want to make it up. What else do you want? Fool. I walked out and drove away. Shouldn't have come. Gross. Tina, her words just trashed her dignity. Don't want to see her again or think about revenge. Same with Eric. Just hope she figures it out. But I did see them again. Got invited to this elite dinner, top tier, by an academic society. Thanks to my parents. Good networking chance, of course, I went. Got there and instantly saw Tina and Eric. They were surprised. Ben, what are you doing here? Ignored them, walked in. Eric chuckled behind me, a sidekick's laugh. These events always have one big shot. Everyone else falls in line. Grabbed my invite and went in. It was packed already. Right away, this total powerhouse woman came up. Mr. Ben, welcome. Today's all for you, we've been waiting. Smiled politely. Eric was right, there's usually just one top-tier person. None of that drama from TV where equals fight it out. I was the top tier today, thanks to my parents. We'd been here before, years ago. This time I came alone. Look, Mom, all grown up. Sat down and in walked Tina and Eric, cozy, introducing themselves around. When they got to me, they skipped right over and introduced themselves to the queen bee next to me. Queen Wendy frowned, glanced at their invites. Who invited you? Tina and Eric hesitated. Eric spoke first. It was from the dinner committee. Wendy nodded. Okay, sit over there. They glanced at me but settled in their corner. They'd only dare act up with me, honestly. Soon, people started snapping pics. I was in the main spot until Eric pulled me up. Not rough though, just acting all friendly. Ben, you sit over there. Wendy stared, shocked. What did you say? Eric maintained his fake politeness. Sorry, Ben's new to this. Doesn't know the rules. Why are you in the center? Tina looked embarrassed on my behalf too, sighing. Where'd you get your invite? Ben, don't cause a scene. Leave. Their cluelessness was unbelievable. Everyone treated me with respect and they didn't even see it. The murmurs started around us. Who are they? Never seen them before. We should get them out, security? Tina, thinking she was in the right, grabbed my arm to pull me away. Come back later. What are you doing? Wendy demanded. Tina apologized. Sorry, I'll take him out. Wendy brushed Tina's hand aside. Ben is my respected guest. Who are you to take him? Tina froze, confused. Wendy didn't waste more words. Had security show them out. Then someone piped up, aren't they friends with Ben? Think anyone can just be friends with Ben? Several people came to comfort me. Ben, don't be mad. Let's keep going. What a bummer. You two get out of here. Tina and Eric were staring at me. Shocked. Aren't you leaving? Wendy yelled angrily. Even her good temper was pushed to the limit. Get out. Security. How embarrassing. Where did these two beggars come from, begging at our dinner? It must have been a fake invitation, right? In the end, amidst the mocking laughter, Tina and Eric were escorted out by security. I invested in a few small companies at the event. As for Tina, I think I should speed up the acquisition process. It's no fun now that they know who I am. The next day, Tina called me. Her voice was noticeably more respectful, at least not as arrogant and spiteful. "Ben, can we meet?" I chuckled. "Sure, I want to see how far she's willing to go." Tina's the type who's tough on others and on herself too. The moment we met, she apologized. "I'm sorry, I was wrong before. Ben, I've called off my engagement with Eric. Can you give me another chance?" Tina gazed at me with deep emotion. "I really love you. I told you that. Back then, I didn't know who you really were. It's not because of your status that I love you. Ben, you can feel my sincerity, right?" I waved her off. "Hold on. I feel nauseous, like I might puke." "Tina, the reason I came to see you today is to say I'm interested in acquiring your company. Prepare for that because I'm not interested in anything else." As I turned to leave, Tina grabbed me, hugging me tightly. "I'm not letting you go. I lost you once and I won't again." Pushed her away. "Tina, right now it's a peaceful acquisition. If you pull another stunt, just wait. There won't be any good outcome for you." Tina didn't try anything else. I left. I never would have guessed it, but somehow, a story about me and Tina ended up in the news. Linda saw it too. She held up the photo and asked me, "Is she your ex?" I shook my head quickly. "Nope." Linda looked icy. "Fine. I know she didn't believe me. I did like her once, but we never dated. She kept putting me off, saying we'd be together once her company went public. But when it did, she got with someone else and I was dumped." Linda scoffed. "So you married me because of that?" What could I say? Back then, my only focus was my career. My dad suggested I marry you, so I agreed straight away. "Linda, I swear I've had no contact with her since our wedding. You know I've been opposing her, right?" Hearing that, Linda's expression softened, just a bit. I pressed on, "Plus, I'm planning to buy her company, haven't acted yet, just wanted to play around. It's like cat and mouse, fun. But now she knows my identity, so she's not threatening me." "Do you still like her?" Linda interrupted. I was caught off guard, shook my head a bit late. "Not at all. I haven't liked her for a long time." "You hesitated," Linda pointed out. "Linda, don't be difficult. What can I do for you to believe me?" Linda took my phone. "Announce our relationship on Facebook." I was stunned. Didn't we say we'd wait for the perfect moment? No announcement means you're still into her. I took the phone and posted directly. "For the rest of my life, I just want to share both the mundane and extraordinary with you. Linda. Happy now?" I handed her the phone. I swear I saw her smile a bit, but she quickly put on a serious face again. "If you feel compelled, you can delete it." I sighed and hugged her. "What do you want? How about this, I chase you, deal?" Linda really wasn't easy to pacify. "No need." Linda was indeed hard to please. But then she added, "Just say you love me." Well, maybe not that hard after all. But do I love her? Eric asked to meet. I broke off my engagement with Tina. "I know, Tina told me," I replied. Eric smiled wryly and looked at me. "Do you think I'm stupid?" I used to be as foolish as Eric. I saw a bit of my old self in him. "But there's something, Eric, I never really saw you as a rival. If I were competing for Tina, you wouldn't stand a chance." Eric nodded. "Yeah, I get that now. I was naive before, saw you as an imaginary enemy. Sorry about that." I didn't accept Eric's apology. Frankly, I never considered him worth my notice. He didn't even deserve to apologize to me. We're not in the same league, and I don't need to dwell on this. Don't contact me again. We have nothing to discuss. I stood up and left. But Eric did give me a wake-up call. I need to cherish Linda. I don't want her ending up like Eric. I want to tell her that I'm not with her just for convenience. I genuinely like her, and I'll grow to like her even more in the future. But then, I saw Leo in the lobby of Linda's company. He looked surprised to see me. "What are you doing here?" The next second, he laughed. "You're here to pitch to Linda too? Ben, what even goes on in your head?" Your tiny little company thinks it can collaborate with Linda? You're an idiot. So, you're here to make a deal with Linda too. Huh? Leo lifted his chin. I'm different. Linda's definitely going to partner with me. No, Linda's definitely not going to team up with you, I replied confidently. Leo got pissed. What did you say? You're full of crap. I rolled my eyes. Security, escort him out. Leo fumed. Ben, you idiot, what gives you the right? Yes, sir, the security replied, leading Leo out. Leo was absolutely dumbfounded. Poor kid. Check out the news more often, will you? 1 year later, I successfully acquired Tina's company. Became the new CEO of Tina's company. At that evening's banquet, Tina's family was there too. Tina was watching me from afar, too scared to approach. I looked over, met her mom's eyes instead, like she'd been caught or something. Tina's mom quickly nodded. Her smile was more like a grimace. I raised an eyebrow, just about to walk over. My view got blocked. It was Linda. See something you like? Linda asked coldly. My drama queen girlfriend was at it again. No, not good looking at all. They're all not good looking. You're the only one who looks good. I hugged her to comfort. Linda, then say you love me. All right. I love you. Liar. Seriously. Then prove it to me. Getting impatient now. Linda, stop being unreasonable. I said I love you, so I love you. You dare question my love? For the next 3 days, you won't be getting out of bed. Linda, can't help it, my girlfriend's a bit dramatic. So I have to play the assertive CEO type. After all, I am the real deal now. And I really do love you, Linda. But Linda pushed me away, pulled me outside. Go change your shirt. Don't wear it again unless it's for me. So what exactly did my drama queen girlfriend have against my shirt?